What the heck's the T-Riffic show? It appears to be a thing where the style keeps changing. First you laugh, then you feel, then you sing, then you think.
Wait, all that in one show?
Yes,
That's insane.
exactly.
You're doing a skit, got jokes to spit, so you wing it. That's absurd. You throw a pun, a slapstick run, and rhyme each silly word. Who would watch a guy in socks trip over props for fun? Apparently, everyone, because it's a comedy where laughter writes the melody with goofy gags and pratfall tags and punchlines flying faster than the flags. Silly faces, weird embraces, nothing's quite as freeing as a comedy. But what if the jokes get tired and the crowd's desire turns low? You grab a pen, you sigh again, and turn the lights down slow. Now hearts are breaking softly, the spotlight fades to blue. It's a balladry where words are painted tenderly with whispered chords and soft rewards and feelings floating gently through the chords. One tear, one true, one soul set free. That's the poetry of balladry. But wait, what's that sound? A beat, a groove, a key change born to move. We got rhythm in our veins, and the crowd begins to sway again. It's a musical, a jam so bright it's beautiful, with riffs that pop and hearts that bop, and everyone claps till the beat won't stop. Snap your fingers, feel that vibe. We're alive inside this musical. And when the music fades away and laughter's had its time, we settle down to stories told in meter, prose, or rhyme. For every giggle, every tear has led to something true. It's a chronicle of dreams that grow ironical, with twists and turns and lessons learned and tales that make your spirit burn. One heart, one mic, one soul to share. It's life retold in chronicle flair. A comedy, a balladry, a musical, a chronicle sincere. From laughs to feels, from beats to tales, the T-Riffic show prevails. Get a dazzling, heartfelt truth and giggle, show it all.
Hello, T-Riffic friends! Welcome to our Valentine's Day special, Season 2 of Episode 2. Wait a minute, scratch that, reverse it. Episode 2 of Season 2. That's better, thank you. Since this episode is a Valentine's Day special, we are going to be doing a deep dive on the topic of, yes, you guessed it, intimacy. Not just the chocolates, the hearts, or the helium balloons floating around like lost thoughts, but the real stuff too. The showing up, the laughing through the awkward, the loving someone else or loving yourself right in the messy middle of life. And who better to kick it off than the master of musical chaos and musical romance himself, all wrapped into one. Please welcome Josh Grobanstein with his parody song, You Wear Me Out.
When you arrive, I suddenly stand taller, like destiny just rang my doorbell twice. You say let's do a few things while we're up, and I nod like this won't cost me my whole life. You wear me out like errands with no order, like carrying the bags in just one trip. You move so fast, I'm rethinking my choices. You wear me out, but somehow I commit. We started calm with just a quick idea, which turned into a mission from a show. The chair tipped back, the lamp decided no, and something popped, we're choosing not to know. You wear me out, like laughing way too loudly. My watch now thinks I'm running from my fears. You said you're good, and I said yeah, I'm thriving. You wear me out, I aged 10 years. The neighbors peeked to see if we were moving. The floorboard squeaked like it was filing a claim. A picture frame fell over very slowly, judging us in total silent shame. You wear me out like cardio by accident. My legs are gone, my spirit briefly fled. You smiled sweet and asked, you want to keep going? You wear me out, I might just fake my day. You raise me up, then gravity remembers me. You say again, and I simply blink twice.
Let's hear it for Josh Grobanstein, everybody. Now listen, love can be exhausting, dramatic, and downright hilarious. And that's just the opening act. Now speaking of hilariously messy love, you might remember this guy from episode 1 of season 1, our master of cringe and charm, Mr. Cringe Carl. And tonight, on this episode, he is back with a Valentine anthem that is equal parts humor and cartoon chaos.
I wake up in the morning, eyes glued to the screen. I see your animated smile, it feels like a dream. You don't know I'm here, you're just pixels and lines, but my heart beats for you like a love that's blind. You're drawn in bright colors and I'm real in my mind, but I can't stop thinking if you were mine. So close to the love that's just fantasy. I can't touch you, but you're always with me. You're a cartoon and I'm stuck in a real world, but my heart skips for you, animated girl. So close to the kiss I can never receive. You're a drawing, but I still believe that someday you'll jump out of my screen and we'll be together. Oh, it's my dream. You're fighting dragons, saving the day, while I'm here on the couch, lost in your ways. You don't age, you never get old, and your love is so perfect, it's worth more than gold. I wish you could see me, I wish I could talk, but you live in a world where I cannot walk. So close to the love that's just fantasy. I can't touch you, but you're always with me. You're a cartoon and I'm stuck in the real world, but my heart skips for you, animated girl. So close to the kiss I can never receive. You're a drawing, but I still believe that someday you'll jump out on my screen and we'll be together. Oh, it's my dream. Maybe one day, in a magical way, you'll step out of the frame and I'll have you stay. But for now I'll keep dreaming, and here's the truth, no one could ever compare to you. So close to the love that's just fantasy. I can't touch you, but you're always with me. You're a cartoon and I'm stuck in the real world, but my heart skips for you, animated girl. So close to the kiss I can never receive. You're a drawing, but I still believe that someday you'll jump out of my screen and we'll be together. Oh, it's my dream. So close, so close, so close to love. Oh, it's my dream. Oh, it's my dream.
Let's give it up once again for Cringe Carl, everybody. Wow, that was a whirlwind of cartoon hearts, date disasters, and daydreams. But love isn't always that colorful. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it is in the moments shared privately between two individuals struggling with the same disease. Or should I say, trapped in the shadows of the same disease. And for our second musical number on tonight's episode, we honor that kind of love.
I see you, girl, in the mirror of my mind. A reflection, a fracture of what's intertwined. Two pieces splintered, lost within the pain. But your touch, your fire, I wanna feel it again.
Can I fix us, or am I already too far gone? Every whisper you give, I just hang on.
Are we fated to break, or is this how we'll be? Trapped in the shadows of the same disease. Do you see
cycle of pain I can't win.
The mirror cracks, do we heal or destroy? Two hearts torn and we don't have a choice.
Falling through the fire, we're just the same. Bound by the darkness, we can't escape the flame.
I wanted to save us, but I was already lost, and so were you.
That was beautiful. A message that love is not always loud. Sometimes it's the silence that holds us. Now let's explore the tenderness of that message through some poetry.
Between whispered words and glances shared, a quieter world hangs in the air, invisible to the loud and bold. Where closeness blooms both soft and old, like wildflowers splitting stone and ground, persisting where no space was found. It lives in gestures, small, unseen, ignored by most, yet felt between. The hand that reaches calm and true, a cup of tea too hot for you, a note beneath a pillow pressed, I saw you, I remembered, yes. Intimacy is not a drum, it hums beneath where laughter comes. A sigh that follows one before, a hand held still, needing no more, a shoulder strong when weight is near, when all the world feels sharp with fear. It lives inside the awkward place, a sneeze that breaks a brave embrace, a hiccup cutting through a laugh, a sentence split along its path, words that stumble, drift, and float, like paper boats that barely boat. It lives within the tangled mess, the socks abandoned in distress, the toothpaste cap you meant to screw, the toast burnt black but shared by two, a ruined bite that time makes sweet, a memory you'll always keep. It lives inside the brave, the bare, the words I need you said in air, the choice to stay when fleeing calls, to stand exposed behind thin walls, to show yourself in shaking skin, unsure you're ever enough within. Intimacy is laughter late, past midnight's edge, past guarded gates, tears whispered low in pantry light, eyes that learn each scar in sight, each habit odd, each broken hue, and still say softly, I love you. It's chopping onions side by side, off-key songs on late-night rides, the quiet watch when sleep arrives, your heart awake while theirs survives, a single thought, both calm and free, this moment here is enough for me. It is not always dressed as romance bright, it's a sister near you when you're sick at night, a friend who texts I know you true when the world forgets to see you too, a mentor's nod, no promised end, just keep going, spoken then. It's the dog that curls against your chest, the cat who knows the timing best to cross your keys mid-sentence deep, the child who laughs at air and sleep, and somehow makes from nothing, all, a universe inside a call. Intimacy is all of this, and more than language dares to miss, the unseen threads, the silent ties that bind us close without a sighs, not noticed till we pause and see what's always been our gravity. See trembling hands that dare to reach, see shaky truths they barely teach, a voice that says, I'm here, I stay, I'm yours, I choose you anyway. A courage quiet, never loud, unwilling both to hide or bow. And know this truth without disguise, intimacy is flawed and wise, awkward, quiet, loud and bright, shadowed wrong and colored right, the laughs, the tears, the falls, the climb, being human, raw, in time. So when you feel unseen, made small, remember this, remember all. It lives in ordinary days, in overlooked and modest ways, between heartbeats, words undone, where someone stays, just stays, for one. That is love, when stripped of art. That is courage, beating heart. That is intimacy.
Thank you. That was stunning. Intimacy really does live in the ordinary. The pauses, the glances, and the laughter amid hiccups. And that brings us to tonight's story, a Valentine's tale about laughter, honesty, courage, and simply just showing up.
There was a student named Finn. Finn wasn't shy in the usual sense, but the world felt overwhelming. Loud lockers, colorful posters, Valentine's Day chaos exploding everywhere. Glitter drifted through the halls like tiny, mischievous fairies, hearts stacked in towers taller than some students. and chocolate practically screaming for attention. Finn had nothing like that. No rhymes, no grand gestures, no chocolate towers. Just a quiet heart, a pencil, and a blank card. Maybe I shouldn't try, Finn thought. Maybe ordinary me isn't enough. Yet Finn watched the world anyway. Noticed the little things that everyone else seemed to ignore. A friend offering a paperclip to someone struggling with a binder. A sibling leaving a post-it that read, "I remembered you." A classmate laughing at a joke no one else understood. These small, unnoticed moments began to whisper a secret to Finn. Intimacy didn't need spectacle. It didn't need glitter, choreographed dances, or massive bouquets. It lived in the small, courageous acts of attention, in noticing, in being present. So Finn sat down with the blank card, heart pounding, hand trembling, thoughts racing. For a long time, nothing seemed right. Then, slowly, the words appeared, "Happy Valentine's Day from me." No glitter, no grand poem, just truth. Finn carried the card across the room. Every step felt monumental. Every glance from other students a spotlight. What if they laugh? What if it's ignored? What if I'm just me? And then the recipient looked up, took the card, examined it, smiled. Not a polite smile, not a showy one, but warm, honest, and real. One that said, "I see you. I see this and I like it." Finn's heart soared. That tiny, simple act, full of courage and honesty, mattered more than all the glitter, chocolate towers, or choreographed flash mobs combined. But Finn didn't stop there. Inspired, Finn noticed other chances to connect. Helping a classmate reach a stuck backpack zipper. Sharing an umbrella with someone caught in the sudden rain. Leaving little anonymous notes of encouragement. Every small act demanded courage. Not risky in the usual sense, but visible, honest, and completely Finn. Over the next days, Finn discovered a magical truth. Small acts ripple outward. Each note, each helping hand, each shared smile created subtle waves of connection. Classmates began reciprocating in quiet ways. A wink, a gentle nudge, a whispered thank you. None of it was flashy, none of it glittered, but every act stitched a web of human intimacy. One afternoon, Finn noticed another student, shy like themselves, lingering in the hallway. Without thinking, Finn offered a pencil, then a piece of gum, then a small smile. The other student accepted each offering, surprised at the simplicity, comforted by the attention. That day, Finn learned that intimacy can be practical, unassuming, and profoundly human. And intimacy, Finn realized, isn't only for romance. It's the sister who dries your tears, the friend who stays to listen when the world has gone silent, the mentor who says keep going even when unsure of the outcome. It's every small, courageous act that says, "I see you. I am here. You are not alone." By the end of the week, Finn's Valentine's Day had been anything but ordinary. The hand-scribbled card remained the bravest gesture of all, but the ripple it created, the smiles, the notes, the quiet bravery, that was the true magic. And Finn understood a simple, profound truth. Intimacy isn't a show. It isn't a performance. It isn't perfection. It is courage, honesty, and presence. Sometimes loud, sometimes quiet, always real.
Remember, my T-Riffic friends, Valentine's Day is not always about who bought the tallest chocolate tower or who put the shiniest glitter on the Valentine's Day card. Sometimes the bravest Valentine is one written by trembling hands straight from the heart. That's intimacy, that's love, and that's all I have to say about that. Anywho, that concludes our Valentine's Day special on the T-Riffic Show. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a happy Valentine's Day, and as always, stay terrific.